Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to get this really soft, really pretty feminine look. It's a look that you can wear pretty much for anything. It's really not that hard. The shadows are pretty easy. I have a few new techniques that I've been doing that I wanted to show you guys. So I hope that you guys find this video helpful. If you want to get this look, just keep watching. Today I'm going to use my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. I'm in the shade Y305 and I like to use about 2 pumps of this. And I'm using my Sigma Flat Kabuki F80 brush. I always start off on my cheeks and I always brush down because that's the direction your hair grows, your little peach fuzz on your face. So you just want to brush it down. So what I like to do is kind of like brush it down and then pat it. Once I get it on my face, I'll pat it on there. It's gonna hide that little scratch that I got over here on my forehead. This morning my son scratched the hell out of my forehead. I swear, he's like a killer. And then I put whatever is left down my neck just to blend it. Even though right now this is a really good color, it matches really well. Gotta get it like right in there. And now I'm gonna work on my under eyes. If you guys can see right here, I have a lot of pigmentation that came out when I was pregnant, so it just never went away. It kind of looks like freckles. I'm gonna use this Pixi Brightening Peach Concealer, and I use it with, this doesn't have a name, but it's kind of like a synthetic angled brush. And I just get a very, very small amount, not too much. And I just dab it right on those little freckles, or that pigmentation. So I'm just going to dab that right on those. I'm not going to bring it all the way up underneath the eye area. So since I ran out of my Urban Decay Naked Concealer, I've been using this Master Conceal from Maybelline. I already had this in my collection and it works pretty good. But I'm actually waiting for the Kat Von D concealer. I'm really excited to use that. I really hope that that concealer can cover up this pigmentation because I haven't found a concealer that actually covers it up all the way. So I always shake it. That's what I'm doing. I shake it because it's kind of liquidy. And this time I'm just going to put it in the same spot right on those freckles. And I'm going to bring it all the way up here and bring it down to the side of my nose. If you want your nose to look a little bit snatched, you could put some of that concealer on the side of your nose, like right on the bridge almost. And then I put a little bit on the forehead just to even things out. And so I don't put the concealer all the way underneath my eyes because I found that if it's too thick right in this area, that's when it really starts to crease up on me. So I'm going to pat it using a Real Techniques sponge. I don't know if you can see it, maybe because I know it's there, but I can still see those little freckles. I haven't found a concealer that really covers them up all the way where you can't even see them anymore. And then with whatever is on the sponge, I'll just slightly put it on the sides of my cheeks. It's like hardly anything, but just to give me a little bit of lightness in this area, because I find that if I put a little bit of light right there, it kind of helps with the contour. It makes it look more sharp. So you can see there, it's just a little tiny bit. Not too much, but it does make a slight difference. Now I'm going to go in with my Pixi MultiBalm in Sheer Sculpt. It looks like this. And like I could feel it as I'm pressing it. I can feel that it's right underneath my cheekbone. I just stop right there. I don't put a lot. Because when we blend it, we can blend it in. And then I'm just going to dot it around my hairline. And then just a dot underneath my nose. Because I don't know if you can tell, but my nose kind of kind of droops down just a little tiny bit, and that's why I put it underneath there, so it kind of lifts it just a little bit. Now I'm going to use my Real Techniques contour brush, and with that I'm going to blend this out. First I'm really going to blend it right here in this area, and then I'm going to start brushing it closer to the center of my face. And the pressure that you put on your brush really makes a difference. So the harder you press, the more blended it's going to be. And then see how I'm just barely swiping it into the center of the face. That's what makes it look really nice and seamless. And then barely blending it up, just like that. See? And then with the hairline, I try to blend it all in, and I try to keep this area very light. So if you could kind of just imagine a halo right there, and don't blend it all over your forehead. Don't blend it across your forehead. Leave this area very highlighted. And then I kind of just bring it down slightly on the temples. Oh my god, really? So now that I'm done with all the cream products, I'm just going to very, very, very lightly, not a lot. I'm using Laura Mercier powder with a large Sonia Kashuk powder brush. This is super soft. It's really big. And I'm just swirling it in the cap. And I'm just going to, like a beauty blender, just tap it all over my entire face. And this is just going to give me really sheer powder. It's going to set everything. And so I'm not going to sweep it off. I just kind of dab it all over. And then I'm just going to let it seep into the skin, kind of like let it bake, but not with a whole bunch of powder, just a little bit. So whatever I just put on, it's going to soak into my skin. And then later on it should look good after it's baked. And then I'm going to do my brows off of camera, just because I feel like I've done a lot of brow videos, so you guys can see how I use each product. Today I'm using my Pixi Soft Black, so I use a different color now. I'm using Soft Black, the Natural Brow Duo, and that's what I use to fill in my brows, and this is the only thing I use. And then after that I'm going to set them with the Clear Brow Gel by Anastasia Beverly Hills. So I'll be back with my brows done, and then we can start on the eyes. So the brows are done. Such a big difference. And I'm going to use my 350 Morphe palette. I feel like I've been using all the same palettes. I need to get some new eyeshadows because I just like these so much that I just don't feel the need to buy any eyeshadows, but I don't want to show the same ones over and over on my channel. I'm thinking of getting the Anastasia Beverly Hills Renaissance palette because it just looks so pretty. I really like the colors in that one, so maybe I'll get that one next. So today I'm going to do kind of simple eyeshadow, nothing too dramatic. I'm going to go in with this color right here. Actually, no. I'm just going to hold off on shadows real quick. So I've been doing this lately and I really like it. I'm sorry, my chair is super squeaky. I've been doing this and I like it. I'm using the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. So even though I put some of the cream balm on first, I like to go over just a teeny bit of Hoola bronzer just to make it last that much longer. Since I already set my face, I can kind of go over it just very, very lightly. It also makes it just a little bit more intense. And it's kind of the same color, so it doesn't really do anything as far as the color. But I like to do a really light layer just to make my makeup last a really long time. And especially since it's been super duper hot, this is really going to help. See, so nothing doesn't really make that huge of a difference, but it makes a difference in the longevity of the makeup. And now I'm going to take some of the same Hoola bronzer, so I'm going to use it as an eyeshadow. And I'm just going to kind of contour my eyes just a little bit. And what I like to do is I start out here with a huge fluffy brush. This is the Morphe G17. Oh, it's like rubbing off. But I like to start out here, and then I'm going to bring the eyeshadow up in this area, like right in the beginning of my brow. I'm going to create some shadow. So I start off right here, I bring it up, blend it right underneath there. There's like a little pocket right here under your eyebrow. I'm just going to blend that out, and then I'm going to blend this out towards the tail of my brow. So it's really light, you can barely see, it's not like a harsh shadow, but it just kind of just makes my eyes look a little bit more almond and not so browned. I just like kind of creating that illusion with my eyes. I really like that effect. Now I'm going to use this, and I'm going to go in with, let's do this one. It's kind of really orange, creamsicle looking eyeshadow. And I'm going to mainly put this right in the crease on the outside. So I'm going to do an outer V. And then I'm going to fill in the V. So you know I made a V like this, and now I'm going to fill it in too. Really give this part of your eye some depth. Deepen it. I think we'll do this one. And just make it a little bit tighter on the outer edge. A little bit tighter, not so much. Not gonna go crazy with this one and blend it out all over the place. And try to keep it just in this little area right here, this little baby area. Now I'm gonna go on the lid with this one right here. It's really pretty. It's like, it's almost like a foiled eyeshadow, and it looks like Makeup Geek in the spotlight. Let me see. So this is Makeup Geek right here underneath my finger. That's Makeup Geek in the spotlight, and right next to it is the Morphe one. It's like almost an exact dupe. Okay, so that eyeshadow went on beautifully. I love the way it looks. So Morphe, can you please make a palette with just this formula right here? Like just this one right here? These foiled ones, please. Okay, thank you. No surprise here, I'm using my Makeup Geek Immortal Gel Eyeliner. This is my current favorite. Well, it's been my favorite actually for a long time since it came out. And I'm going to use the MAC 266 brush for this. And so I'm going to do a pretty fierce wing eyeliner today. But now I'm going to go in with the Sigma E06. It's a super itty bitty little eyeliner brush, and I like to use this for the inner corner of my eyes just to really get in there and get that nice sharp liner. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of mascara because I am going to put some eyelashes right on top of them. I like to put mascara first just because it helps me, and I think my lashes, actual lashes, blend in better with the false ones when I put mascara beforehand instead of after. For blush today, I'm going to use the CoverGirl True Blend blush, and I don't know what color this is. It says 100 Light. It doesn't like have a name. So it's this one right here. It's a really light pink, pinky coral. Looks like that. So I'm just putting it right here on the back of my cheeks and then a little bit on the apple. For my highlights, I'm going to use Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill. Ooh. then a little bit above the brow. I really like to get this whole area glowing. Okay, for eyelashes today, I'm using the House of Lashes Boudoir lashes. They look like this. And I'm using the House of Lashes glue. Okay, so for the lower lash line today, I'm going to keep it super simple. I'm going to do mascara. I'm using a waterproof mascara. This is L'Oreal Voluminous. And I have to use waterproof because my lower lashes are pretty long. So if I look down, they touch my under eye area and they always smudges no matter what I do. So that's why I use waterproof. And I'm just going to coat the bottom lashes. And I'm going to do this really carefully so that I don't make a mess down here. I don't smudge it on the lower lash line by accident. So I'm just really lightly applying the mascara. And then to open up my eyes and make them look really doe-like and just very girly and bright and pretty, I'm going to use this Eye Bright liner from Pixi. It's just like a flesh tone eyeliner. So it's not a white, but it's just going to make them look really bright. So I'm just going to put that on the waterline. And I always mark it on the back of my hand first just to get it going. Because sometimes you can be here forever like trying to get the product going in your eye. And then the last and final step for my eyes, I'm going to use MAC Nylon. This is the best highlight for your eye. I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques, what is this? A pointed liner brush. And I'm just putting it right here, right in this little inner tear duct area, even just a little bit below the lash line, just to brighten up this area just a tiny bit. For lips, I'm going to use one of my new favorite colors. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is in the color Crush. It's a really pretty everyday pinky nude. And I'm just going to put that on the center of my lips. So I'm not going to go all the way around, and then I'm just going to pat it in to blend it. So I want most of the color to be right in the center of my lips, like super saturated in the center of my lips. And the reason why I do that is because my lips are kind of long this way, and I kind of want them to look a little bit more puckered up, and so that's why I put most of the color in the center. And then to make that look even more puckered up, I'm going to use NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Cairo. This is a really nice nude if you just want to make all your liquid lipsticks look a little bit more on the nude side, or just to lighten them up. This is a really good color to do that. And I'm just going to put that in the center. And mix it. And then again, dab it. And this is the completed look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to follow me on all my social networks. They will be listed in the description box below. And I will see you guys in my next video.